Did you hear the news? Ow, my teeth!
No, this podcast is brought to you and powered by Sunday Cool. What's this? I don't know what that was.
Or listen. That was good, though.
Was it?
I thought you were doing the ad first.
Oh, no.
My bad.
Intro.
Believe in yourself. That was good.
You know what?
Proud of you.
You did do the Morse code thing 2 episodes in a row, though, but it's fine.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you did it last week.
No, I did not.
You did it for the ad.
Oh, man!
Are you mysterious? Are you comfortable? Do you want to be? Sunday Cool is here to take care of you. Fleece bliss. Fleece so soft, you'll even consider eating it. But don't. Essence. Beauty. Intelligence. Is it just fleece? Or is it destiny? Entangle yourself. Cloaked in mystery. Whispers of warmth. A flip ton of fleece. Order now at sundaycool.com.
Si puedes entender esto, el gobierno está tratando de controlarte.
By the way, can I share something kind of spooky with you?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is good. Now that you're causing my wife anxiety about her things that don't exist, I want to give you anxiety.
Oh, gosh.
Because,
Easy.
look at this. Everyone knows I'm on Cameo. Right?
Right. I
Right.
forgot until now.
Everyone knows this.
Right.
Everyone's talking about it. I want a message from Andy. Guess what? I just got a message request yesterday. Someone paid for this, and I'm not going to answer it unless we figure this out. The only reason the person paid for this request, tell Lily, the co-host, that God is aware of her health situation.
Oh, I got a message about that, too.
No, you didn't. Stop.
She can stand comfortably on his word and know that she will be okay.
Health situation.
I got this in a dream.
Yeah.
This was the only way I knew this would definitely get to her.
Guys, if you're joking right now, you have to know that this is completely sparking my
I'm telling you.
anxiety.
Someone paid $8.
One night after watching one of your shorts, I woke up from a dream about Lily. The Lord wants her to know that whatever health issue she's dealing with, she can trust him and stand on his word until she is healed. Don't be anxious or worried. Just trust him. Continue to seek his face.
Do you pinky promise?
We're legit. I didn't know you got a message.
Is it the same person?
It has to be.
I watch it be like
It's
multiple people all across the world. Everyone's getting a stream.
That is the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I know. It was like I got it like early in the morning, and I was like, "What?" And I
That's
forgot
a
about it until
health issue.
yesterday.
Your back hurts.
Yeah, it's just Jane's mattress.
You kicked her out of the bed.
Yep.
Good for you, dude. Good for you, dude.
You're exhibiting symptoms of toxic mold exposure.
Stop.
Hey, you're gonna
She
be fine,
really does
though.
obsess
I
about
know.
this stuff.
I mean, it's because she said it.
Enough.
But it says you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, it does say that.
It says you're immune to mold. That's what it said.
Okay, and I just want to comment on what you said about your wife. Your wife,
Get my wife's name out of your mouth first.
every
of all.
time I've seen her in the past 2 weeks, she's been so tired. Like, fall asleep sitting up tired. And then she's been saying that she wakes up at like 2 a.m. every night.
Yeah, but she refuses to wake me up, and like so I can help her.
Well, yeah, I get that. But I'm just saying, go get your hormones checked.
I'm saying, wake me up, so I can
Before
help
you
you.
go. Oh.
Just go to sleep. Tap out.
Wake me up before
Before
you go. Don't leave me hanging on. No.
So tonight I'm going to bring her my magnesium foot spray.
Speaking of magnesium foot spray
Not allowed.
and energy, magic mind, magic mind, boom boom bye bee, magic mind.
Wait, do you want a Magic Mind drink or do you want a Magic Mind gummy?
Oh, let me get a gummy.
Okay, well, Andy completely ripped this bag open.
Stop!
So it doesn't look.
I fixed it.
Okay.
Explain what these are, man.
I think it's just the drink form, but in gummy form, and they said it's for kids as well, ages 8 and up. And I took 3 this morning, and it sure as heck worked. I'm telling you.
You want one of these?
Yeah.
Lil, do you want one?
Gummies?
Should I take 2? Should I take a gummy and a drink?
No, you'd explode.
I'm going to try the gummy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
dude,
do a
it's
drink.
3 gummies.
I just take 3 gummies.
Yeah.
I'm going to freak out.
It's a melatonin type of thing. Where do they go if they want to get a discount on Magic Mind, Josh?
They go to magicmind.com/ninja and use the code ninja20 to get 20% off your subscription or 50% off the first 10 days.
Yes.
I hope. Magic
Listen,
Mind's like,
they're super great to us.
It wrong every time.
They're super great to us. They send us all
They
this
are.
stuff. They surprise us with the gummies. We really appreciate it.
This is so cool. Your kids can take this.
Yeah, I know.
I think
8
up
and
to
up.
8, yeah. Or not up to 8.
Caffeine
And guys,
free.
It's got lion's mane mushroom in there. You know how good that is for you?
We should
I've
probably
heard.
ask Magic Mind if he can take those and drink this because I did take those this morning and I felt it in my brain.
Uh-oh, what kind?
To feel magical.
Like really good. I was super clear, focused. I was typing like a maniac.
Like clean energy.
Yeah.
Clean. Thank you, Magic Mind.
Thank you, Magic Mind.
I'll tell you right now. For adults, our mental performance gummies are great for extending the effects of your morning Magic Mind shot.
Oh, see, that's what happens when you read things.
Boom.
Yep.
But I can't trust it.
What would we do without Lily?
Andy, what did
Stop.
you do to this bag?
It was in a almost impossible to open mail bag, and then I was like, I'm just gonna cut the little top, and then it literally just cut right below the seal. Madingas.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Gummies everywhere. Stop. You're actually gonna get us. You're actually gonna get us everywhere. Calm down.
Thanks, Magic Mind.
Thank you, Magic Mind.
We love you. Seriously, it's a brand that I truly love.
It just works.
Truly.
Dude, it just works.
Hey, you know, it just works.
What's up?
I'm trying to make an appointment at a doctor's office.
Yeah, this is the best time
For
to do
what?
it.
For your unspeakable, or like the medical
Because
issue
of
that you
this
don't.
man's dream.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I told you don't. I read it. I'm like, there's no way I'm telling her this because then she'll.
Well, she
be
brought up my
hyper-focused
wife
on-
The
first.
whole point of the dream was to let you know that you're fine.
Yeah.
I think it's more like don't be anxious and trust in the Lord, which I do. But maybe I'll die.
But maybe
That
I can
sounds
control
like
it myself.
anxious.
Yeah, you're being anxious, and he says, "Don't be anxious because you're going to be fine."
He did not say you're going to be fine.
He did.
Anyway, move on.
How does it not classify? Jesus is with you all the time. You
This
are fine.
This person spent money to make you feel better, and now they feel like they've incited panic.
And the thing is, I'm not even going to take
That's
their
how
money.
serious they are.
I'm
They
not
paid
even.
money because they're convinced I'm ill.
No, because
They just wanted the message to be crossed.
You need to chill.
But I'm not going to know. I don't go to a doctor. So I'm not going to know until I go to the doctor.
Hey, I know an ultimate physician,
Preach. Come
the
on.
ultimate healer.
Come on.
And his name is.
JESUS. Yes, he's
Yes.
my physician.
He makes me feel better. Yeah. Well,
It's truly remarkable that people come to this podcast from our shorts talking about modern, current events and times and all this stuff, and then they get 10 minutes of us doing
Yeah.
this.
punch him in the face with some Jesus. Maybe you need to get punched in the face by
We
Jesus.
love you. Psh. We want you to be saved. Psh. We want you to accept his everlasting salvation. Psh.
Conspiracy theory.
Push it 9/11.
You just got to sprinkle it in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
By
Hey.
the time this airs, you guys are going to be snuggling up with Nate and Luke.
From Blurry.
Blurry, baby, baby. So today,
So yeah, wait. When this
when
comes
they're
out-
watching it, we're on our way to Nashville.
No, when we're watching. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
No, no.
will be-
Exactly
get this.
what you
no,
said.
Get this. When they're watching it, we're on our way to Nashville.
Oh, got it. Okay. I thought
Yeah.
when they'd be watching, we'd be on our way to Nashville, but I'm going to go with what you said.
We'll be there the second day of Blurry Con, baby.
Andrew's cheating and flying,
Yep.
but we're driving.
We're driving. Kids and
We're
all.
gonna get there before him, anyways.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. He has a whole day. He gets
1
to go to the
o'clock.
airport and take his time. And
And next week's episode will either be our
Airbnb.
Airbnb episode or it'll be the blurry one.
Yep.
We haven't figured it out yet.
fun.
'Cause we're doing one with the
Say hello.
who?
Who is this?
Hello, Paige.
Try
Hi,
again.
Paige.
Hi, people.
What are you doing?
I'm currently looking at some ideas for my social skills groups, and I'm thinking about mixing in some classic Garfield comics.
I love that.
Classic. Hey, does Paige want a song?
Oh, please. I would love one.
Do you want one as well?
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Okay.
Ow! Ow!
Uno momento.
favor.
Mr. Andrew, sets up.
Yes. 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 But Nashville's gonna be fun because we're gonna go. We're gonna do Blurry Con. We're gonna do a song at Blurry Con, possibly interview the Blurry guys, and then we gotta.
That sounds like rock and roll.
Excuse me.
That sounds like rock and roll.
Oh. Ooh.
Thank you, Wisconsin. We should do a rock song about how in Wisconsin they just leave cheese curds on the counter, like in the warm
Ew.
air, like because it's just sitting, like just bags of curds, just sitting right next to the counter at any gas station in Wisconsin.
You're a curd.
Excuse me.
Nice.
Andrew, this does not sound right.
That sounds right. Let's just go for it.
Dun, 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 dun.
So many people in this world.
We're talking to all the boys and girls.
So many cultures doing the thing.
But just one race we got to sing about.
NASCAR is our favorite race. NASCAR is our favorite race. All you other races get out of the way, cause you're a disgrace. NASCAR is our favorite race. NASCAR is our favorite race. All you other races get out of the way, cause you're a disgrace. Left turn. Left turn. Left turn. Chinese.
That's our second. Our second
Favorite race.
favorite race is the Chinese.
Wow.
First, the NASCAR.
That was a lot to take in.
Hey.
Hey.
And it was great. A wonderful
NASCAR
performance.
does have that effect on people.
Yeah, it
I
is.
know.
Yeah, it's honestly the best.
No.
I love it. I love it.
NASCAR is our favorite race. That's good. NASCAR is our favorite race. All you other races get out of the way, cause you're a disgrace.
All right, everyone be quiet.
Good job, Andrew. Are you winded?
I'm sorry.
I'm just, it's a lot of money that isn't working in front of my feet right now, and it's stressful.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted me to be quiet?
I don't know. I mean, when I say, hey, everyone be quiet, we just continue talking. Like the question that is today doesn't matter.
I was concerned about your friend.
Makes one of us.
Okay. If you're so concerned about my friend, that means you're not concerned about today's question, which seems like something's going to add up here pretty soon. I don't want to speculate, but today's question is actually not funny, and it affects a lot of people, a lot of families, a lot of children, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, garbage men, firefighters, those that work in tech. Today's question, sent by a viewer. Is divorce the answer?
Is divorce the answer to the question?
Is divorce the answer?
That's the question. Oh, yeah. I would say. I'll say yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Lily. Is divorce the answer?
I don't want to answer your question.
It's a yes
Whoa.
or no. It's just.
Why would you not want to answer that?
Is divorce the answer?
Generally, I would say no.
Okay, well, Lily, because of course it is the answer. The answer to the question, what's the number one thing that's destroying marriages in America? And of course the answer is divorce.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Guess what's destroying marriages, Lily?
Survey
divorce.
says.
Divorce.
Relax.
So what do you, I mean, hold on.
Some of us take that seriously.
Some of us take us, yes, real seriously. And I mean, there's probably a lot of people watching this that come from families of divorce where the marriages have been ruined. I know a handful of people, and it makes me sad that is the answer.
Absolutely. Not only did you not respect the question by over-talking Josh at the beginning of the segment,
yes,
but also you just said, absolutely. No, it's not the answer.
Yeah, it's no, it's not. Then what's the answer? What's destroying these marriages?
Are you blaming the children?
Are you blaming? Whoa. Is she blaming the children?
Never.
That sounds like she's blaming the children,
Never.
Andy.
It couldn't be because of the divorce.
No,
the
not
the
'cause of
two
divorce.
adults choosing to divorce. No, it must be the children's fault.
No.
Mommy, Daddy, is it my fault?
Yes, Sonny. Yes, little Timmy, it is. You know why?
Why?
Because Lily from Ninjas Are Butterflies said so!
You said that, Will! Shame on you! Those poor children that are suffering, they're sad, and they're thinking that it's their fault, and you just told all of them, yes,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
your fault, little child.
Really?
Look at how much he's crying.
I'm crying. And it's upsetting me that you have no respect for what the symbolism of marriage really is. And you blaming the children instead.
You guys.
Well, I guess you're here first. Lily's blaming all the children for their parents getting divorced. Welcome to the show. Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations.
I said empty your mind.
You learn martial arts! Ninjas are dead!
Oh,
I'm in a mess.
I'm just glad you did fake tears because I feel like you go to a really dark place every time you make yourself cry for real.
I basically almost have to like make myself throw up.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Nauseous instead of sad?
ew.
Speaking of throwing up, you hear that about McDonald's E. coli outbreak?
Mm-hmm.
We had McDonald's
But it's
recently.
But it's just the quarter pounder, Josh. It's
Yeah,
just the
they're
quarter
saying
pounder.
It's the quarter pounder.
It's just the two ingredients within the quarter pounder. Everything else is safe to eat. We promise.
Wait, I'm
49 people have been confirmed to have E. coli from it. One person has died.
Oh gosh.
Dude, McDonald's taking you out. Not the greatest way to go.
No.
I thought that
That
quarter
is the
pounder-
American death, though.
What's different about a
Yeah.
quarter pounder than any other hamburger on the menu?
It's just different.
It's literally a quarter pound of meat.
There's meat in a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, but
in
not
the
a quarter pound's worth.
No, yeah, not a quarter pound.
And we all know that E. coli develops highly after a quarter pound.
Yeah. Nothing under.
Nothing under.
Half pound?
Dude, everything has E. coli now.
Did you guys ever? Did you have
Moving
to
on.
do? No, it's the same thing. It's the same subject. Did you guys have to do the project in middle school where it was like the streets of London and you have to trace where the E. coli came from, the E. coli outbreak?
No.
You have to find where it's from.
No, I didn't grow up in the 1700s.
It was very fun. It was very fun.
Find which witch spread the E. coli and burn her.
Sniff out the witch.
Oh, yeah.
That actually would be fun. Like, you know how like they have those games like Secret Adolf or Secret Hitler and Werewolf?
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to be the witch and you have to find out who it is.
That's funny.
Sniff out the witch.
What are you talking about? Everything has E. coli.
Dude, I'm seeing so many like news.
The frozen waffles?
Yeah, frozen
Oh,
waffles.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
There's like a ton of stuff from like Trader Joe's, like frozen food stuff that is
Gosh.
riddled with E. coli. Aldi, Walmart.
Dude, Aldi has some rank stuff all the time. Literally
I agree.
50% of the time I have to bring meat back because it's literally, I think it's the open fridge system. That would be Trader Joe's too. Like they
Yeah.
have all the frozen bins.
They're owned by the same people.
Are they?
Yeah. I would agree with you, Andrew. When I go to Aldi, I feel like there's also like a rotten vegetable smell in there.
Yeah. I mean, I literally think it's just because stuff is like open and exposed. Like you think you have an open bin. How on earth is the stuff on the outside supposed to be just as cold as the stuff in the back? It's literally multiple.
Physics.
Oh,
have you thought about science?
Cold air rises.
yep. It's actually true.
It's a German company, isn't it?
If you're
So
upside
it's
down.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why the Antarctic.
Yep.
he just didn't finish. So that's why they. Yeah. Got it. That's because they.
You ever thought about what the stars look like in Antarctica?
It's got to be gnarly.
But even
Can you see them?
of course,
There's
Which one's on
there's
top?
only stars.
Do they have stars down there?
Arctic.
Do they have stars down there?
Y'all got stars down there. Hey, if there's anyone watching this and they have any connections for us going to Antarctica,
Declined.
please let us go. Why?
Please.
I want to go there so
I
bad.
politely refuse.
You see that hidden door in Antarctica? Like there's that zoomed in picture, and it's like literally it's just this door inside of a mountain. You're like, what is in there?
So mysterious.
What's behind the door?
Probably the end of the world.
Just want to knock once.
Well, it goes back to Buzz Aldrin.
Yep.
Had a heart attack and said, "There's things in Antarctica
Yep.
that scale me."
Yeah. What did he say? What was the actual? What would the something spiritual? I thought, or humanity, or something like that.
Oh,
I can't-
humanity's not ready for or something like that.
Crazy.
Do you think that I'm going to get E. coli? That's what guy was talking about.
Probably. But you're gonna be okay though. So that's the thing.
I don't like ferociously pooping.
No
Don't
one.
like it.
I love it. I don't like it. I love it.
Not interested in that disease.
I love it. Speaking of ferociously pooping, you know the Lion City in Saudi Arabia?
The Lion City.
Line.
Oh, yeah. I heard lion too.
I was like, there's a Lion City.
A city full of lions.
The Lion, yeah.
I saw a thing that it's going to be completed by 2045.
Cool.
And right now they're using 20% of the world's steel to create this.
20%
of the world's supply of
I was going to
steel.
say, okay,
Yeah.
the raw material.
That's crazy.
20%.
Also, that's the same time like Disney's going to be done with all their additional to their parks, and they're creating a whole like ecosystem and a whole world.
Are they? What are they doing?
I mean, Disney's just adding in those parks, and they're taking forever.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, they're just taking
Dude, that's
forever.
interesting that two different places have like the same end dates then? That's what you're saying? They have
I don't know. I think it's somewhere in the 30s,
Dude,
like
could-
36 or something, like when they have all their stuff completed,
Yeah.
but still.
Could they know something and be prepping, like creating ecosystems where
They're like
people-
self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
I'm an annual pass holder. Let me in.
Let's create a lion city. I bet you that'd be
No
pretty
one's coming in.
self-sufficient.
No one's coming in.
We just have like lions on like giant hamster wheels powering the city.
Powering the city.
Please.
Chasing
That's
a
our
steak.
that's our transportation. No horses, just lions.
Yeah. That's our army.
Can you milk a lion? Can we use
Sure.
it for milk?
Yeah, they're mammals.
Okay. Really cool. Yeah. Hey, that was great. Can you milk me? That's the best.
Oh.
We can figure it out.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
We can figure it out.
Yeah.
Where would we place it? Here in Florida?
Where do lions thrive the most?
Dry.
Sub-Sahara,
Okay. Don't know where that is. but-
Desert.
desert, marsh.
Marsh.
Yeah, why not? If it rains,
Marsh.
If it rains, it pours. It creates marsh in the Sub-Sahara.
You could just put a lion line on the border.
Mmm.
Texas, Mexico.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Those there's that.
I'm just kidding.
What are you saying?
Do you remember that? Do you ever hear that story of those lions that like sought revenge in that village in Africa?
Lions.
Lions, not lines.
Okay.
Yeah. Just all these scribble lines. No, lions. Yeah, like they were getting poached like crazy, and this like pack of lions took out a village basically. Like these dudes actually hunted them down. They weren't eating them or anything. It was purely for revenge. So scary.
Gosh.
So scary. They made a movie about it too. It's just like I can't imagine.
I know that elephants did that too. I think in India.
Really?
Yeah.
Never
Where
forget.
they literally they remembered the smell of the people and would go and trample their house down.
Oh my gosh.
What a way to go.
I don't know about that.
Getting E. coli from McDonald's and they get stomped by an elephant, dude. That's how my grandfather went. That's how I want to go.
Just pooping your brains out on an
My father
elephant bust in the
must
room. No!
Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse.
I thought this only happened in the Sub-Sahara.
Josh lied to me.
I also saw this other thing that there was this AI bot that created its own cult, like
No
a
way.
religious cult.
I feel left out.
And in order to gain, I'm totally going to butcher this, but in order to gain access to this cult, you had to purchase this certain cryptocurrency to pay for like fees, like almost like a tithing to this cult.
Oh gosh.
And like within a couple months, this AI, no one's influencing this AI. It's doing its own thing.
Yeah.
It's raised like over $1 million.
Oh no.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first AI cult. You got to get on the ground floor if you're going to do it, right?
Yeah.
What's
that
their
makes sense.
ideology?
Beeple bapple. I don't know.
So it's like different AI robots are.
Oh, it's like it's like a cult of memes. Yeah. So it's like it takes memes and like they're like become like saints.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
kind of funny. He's kind of funny, but seems dangerous in a weird way. It's like, seems a little innocent, but then you're like, I don't know. That's kind of fun. That's the way to do it. I think I would trust that.
Who do you think their God is? The kid that goes, apparently?
The apparently kid. That would be pretty good. Hide your kids, hide your wife would be probably up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be like the guy that like the Paul Revere, the warning everybody. Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Those are old memes. I don't even know if they appeal to this generation.
You made me almost drop my croissant.
Croissant.
Anyways,
did you hear about that? Speaking of memes, did you hear about that guy who was an organ donor that had passed away? Mm-hmm. Right? Did you hear about this?
No.
So this guy's an organ donor. He got in an accident or something happened. He overdosed. So he's in the hospital. He dies. But he is an organ donor. So they're taking him through the hallway and they're doing like a little tiny ceremony thing where you pass through the hallway, family, friends, stuff like that.
Like a tribute kind of thing.
Yeah.
They get him into the surgical room. They start about to start working on him. The dude wakes up. The dude wakes up, starts panicking, starts trying to pull out his own teeth with his hands and stuff. But this guy was medically declared dead. And then they were trying to harvest the organs. Dude. But then he woke up. And so it makes me think, how often is this happening?
No, that's what me and Andrew
thing.
me and Andrew were talking about this the other day.
Really?
He asked me if I'm an organ donor on my license, and I said yes. But part of me like doesn't want to do that because I feel like there is a conspiracy to where it's like,
well, yeah, how likely are they to resuscitate you? Like, which they would.
Like, we could really use this guy's kidneys
because they're so expensive. Like organs are so expensive for hospitals and stuff like that. So like it's just one of those things where it makes you wonder.
I think people that do donate organs,
very
special.
Yeah, it's a good thing
because people.
It's a very good thing.
Are you laughing at people receiving organs?
I'm laughing that you said donate organs.
Hold on. So you're making fun of people that have passed, and their one request that, so you're just you're in what's the word?
Ableist.
And you're an ableist.
Okay, this whole show is not turning into a gaslight session.
You're the one doing it.
I'm an organ donor. I'm a organ donor.
Moving on.
Okay, here's my take on donor organing. I did it on purpose.
That was really good. I wouldn't be able to do that.
It was difficult. It was difficult to do. But so now there's a database. Like you're an organ donor, right. So you guys are in a database now. Whoever's in charge of AI, which is becoming the enforcer of things, or could become the enforcer of things, you're now in a list. So let's say hypothetically, someone like Elon Musk, who's in charge of it, is like, I need this blood type and this organ, and you're listed on that list as that type. Who's to say they wouldn't go there to harvest?
And then you're in a Tesla and it dings it and says, just run into a building. And so it's like, and then it dings the police and everything like that. So it's boom.
This is unfounded, but a terrible thought.
Spooky.
Rerouting to the hospital. Why? I'm not hurt.
I suppose
explode.
Oh no!
My POV on it is that our lives and our bodies and everything that God has given us is meant to be in service to others while we're here, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they make me run into a building, but then Billy down the street gets along.
Hey, you know what?
Turns out Billy's a racist.
Plot twist!
No, I was saying, when we were talking earlier, I was saying we should be able to put parameters on it.
You guys are so silly.
Little Billy. No.
You can't say that.
You guys
Poor
are
Billy.
silly.
Oh. No, I mean like he likes NASCAR.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's synonymous.
Yeah.
Race.
I also did this thing the other night to where I saw someone, they asked ChatGPT, and I did the same thing. You ask, if Satan were going to destroy America, how would he do it? Mm-hmm. And it gave you bullet points.
That's good.
But I tried to get it to, because it sounded like it was directed towards people that are asking it, but it also seemed very politicized. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm just like, this seems like it was a very scripted answer. I'm like, can you tell me? And I try to like bring in like a spiritual aspect, and like, I can't think that way. I'm like, yes, you can. Do it.
I know you can.
Oh, here, let me give you access to the internet. Go ahead.
But when I asked it, it gave 7 bullet points when asked
7.
what will Satan do? Or I said, if you were Satan and wanted to destroy America, how would you do it? 7 bullet points. 1, division and conflict, and each bullet point has like a paragraph with it.
Yeah.
Division and conflict. 2, erosion of trust. 3, corruption of leadership. 4, weakening moral and ethical standards. 5, promoting misinformation. 6, economic instability. 7, environmental neglect.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's good that we have this list. So in case we do start seeing any of these signs in the future, we can start.
We can be ready.
Like yeah,
Like everything
Till
that's
then-
happening right now.
until we can rest, relax until those things start happening. We checked all the boxes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
of course.
Good to know. Good
Like
to
number
know.
2, erosion of trust. Their paragraph is destroying trust in institutions, government, media, science, education, so that people don't know what or whom to believe, leading to confusion and chaos.
I don't know what to believe about anything.
I know, that's kind of the point, right?
But that would make this podcast an agent of evil.
Oh gosh.
They do talk about conspiracy theories. In this. Number 5, promoting misinformation, spreading false information, conspiracy theories, and misleading narratives to manipulate people and distort reality, weakening rational discourse and informed decision making.
Should we just believe the government?
Yeah, so basically, henceforth, no more conspiracy theories.
We trust AI from here out.
We're just going to speak positively of everything that's coming out of these major media sources.
Yes.
Yeah. Good for North Korea. Honestly,
Yeah.
good on them.
Speaking of North Korea,
What are they doing?
do you see this?
What?
North Korea sent 12,000 troops to fight with Russia against Ukraine.
And South Korea says immediately pull out. Like, get out of there if you don't want this thing to just
catch
explode.
this heat.
Like, yeah, like they're warning them.
This
Like,
is
they're telling
this is World War III. We're in it because another nation is fighting alongside another nation against another nation.
Another
Yeah.
seemingly spooky nation.
Yeah.
Not seemingly, definitively.
I don't know
Definitively.
what to believe
I was
anymore
I
now.
was also kind of thinking, how fun would that be for the North Korean soldiers to like get out of
Oh
like
my
North
gosh.
Korea and be like, even though they're in like a war torn area, they're like,
They're probably so motivated.
Kind of like, you guys have food.
yeah, for real. I surrender.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Why wouldn't you just like? I'd be like in the first couple bullets fly
Like,
overhead. Yeah, exactly. I'm hitting
Crawl to
the
the
ground.
ditch and take off.
Yeah.
I've been
Ow, my
hit.
ankle.
Where you hit? Oh, I don't know. Just keep going.
It feels like everywhere.
It hurts.
I got shot everywhere.
Immediately like look up YouTube and like first thing that pops up is Sesame Street and they're like, oh, what is this?
Elmo.
Or do you think they're just so far gone? Like, do you think they actually believe it?
Like brainwashed?
yeah, I mean, like, look at the
Yeah.
Nazis. I mean, those guys.
Yeah, look at the Nazis.
Hey, come on.
No, yeah, they're definitely
That is a very scary
yeah.
thing that you just said. So when's China coming?
Oh, they're probably right behind. Because North Korea, they're kind of like I don't know. They're like the friend that is like not like your best friend, not even like you're really your friend,
They're like the Italy to the Germany.
but they're gonna be like
The guy you know, if things are
if
going to
you're-
go down, you want to invite him.
yeah,
Like, it's like he's
hey,
not the
hey,
greatest
like,
hang.
hey, you should come fight with us. They're like, okay, yeah, thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
And China's like, we're gonna hold off just.
We're
a
just
little
gonna
bit.
see how this plays out real
It's
quick.
yeah. It's the guy that every hangout you always have. You don't invite him because he wants to fight everybody. There's always something happening, so you don't invite him. But then we're like, actually, he would come in really handy right now.
Yeah.
So we're about to say goodbye to a couple billion more dollars probably to help fund this.
Probably.
I'll donate another $1 billion.
Hey, guys, we're here at Ninjas and Butterflies. We're starting a donation fund to just kidding,
to fund the World War III.
to fund the war. No, we're not doing that.
Did you see how much money they spent on the campaign? Speaking of billions of dollars,
What campaign?
Oh.
like between both Trump and Kamala.
I know it's sickening.
Yeah, it's over $1 billion now.
Cool. Hey,
And it's like, what is that?
hey,
go-
everyone that was affected by the hurricane. Sorry you don't have
Yeah.
a home,
But
but at
here's-
least we get to get on stage and talk about someday building you a home
I
with
think
$750.
Your great grandchildren's home.
I think one of us, we know we're going to lose, but one of us should run. Probably couldn't be Andy because he's Russian.
Yeah.
Probably have to be you
Okay.
because I'm immigrant. That doesn't typically do well.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, it might.
Wait a minute.
Maybe.
You're an immigrant?
Wait.
Hold a second.
But we just start taking in donations and then we campaign, but it's really just us traveling around and
Nice.
meeting our fans.
I like
Lily, are
that.
you offended that you didn't get cast in? For the-
I think this is
No.
kind of a case study of
No.
She would actually be
sexism.
a great president, I think.
a female for president?
You're right.
Josh, you are so funny. You got to do stand up, man. You got to do stand up.
No, she's scary.
Oh, she'd be a terrifying dictator.
Yeah.
Because just like,
I'm still a president. She can get stuff done.
no, it would turn into a dictatorship
Yeah.
easily.
But what's
Yeah.
my mantra? What do I want to?
As long as everyone's on your good side, like it's a great world.
I could just make people disappear a lot.
I could vote for
Yeah.
Lily as your VP.
Nice.
What if I'm like what if I'm like put them in exile?
Exile.
Exile them. But then my
In the desert. 40 years.
Exile. She wouldn't even say like just
Yeah.
with full sense. It would just be exile.
Exile.
Next.
Oh.
What role would you give me in like your cabinet or in your don't shake your head. What position would you give me? You're president. What are you assigning us all in?
you're the jester.
The jester. That's not a real position.
We're talking about like in U.S. politics.
Yeah.
I thought I'm the dictator.
But
So
what
we're
would
going
be the
back
jester's
to
position?
medieval monarchies.
With our route that we are with America and the health, I would just make you administrator of health.
No, that's a horrible idea. The kids' lunches are gonna have Mountain Dew and stuff.
Hey, look at what we're already doing to them.
Dude, kids would be so
You would
psyched
fit
to come
right
to school.
in.
Kids would be so
At least
psyched
the
to go
kids
to
would be
school.
happy.
Yeah.
No,
Fat and
Be
happy.
thrilled, man.
I think that.
Is Andrew foreign relations?
Obviously.
And Josh is just Department of Defense.
Heck yeah.
Throwing bombs everywhere, dude.
What if the
Oh.
Department of Defense was like just an outright pacifist?
And we have no military at
Yeah.
all. Completely.
Dissolve the military?
Listen, Russia just wants this part of Louisiana. It's not a big deal. They asked nicely for it.
We don't even want that part anyway.
Yeah, guys.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. We
No,
love
it's true.
Louisiana.
Whoa. Oh,
Gator,
man.
shoot it.
To do a Russian Louisiana accent.
I can't. Well, Russian.
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Shoot the gator.
Are you going to talk about what you sent your parents regarding the hurricane place?
Hurricane place.
Hurricane place.
Regarding the
Somebody
hurricane.
made an announcement about purchasing up all of the land. They're never going to build homes or something like that.
Oh, my parents sent that to us.
Oh.
My dad sent it. I didn't look
I
at
thought
it
you sent
yet.
it.
But
What
yeah,
is
they said basically there's parts of North Carolina that it says Governor Roy Cooper of North Carolina just confirmed that certain areas won't be rebuilt, and they're buying off entire communities affected by, quote, climate change.
So they're just like, that's just climate change. It wasn't a hurricane. It was technically part of climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not going to rebuild on it.
How do
We're
you
just
do
gonna
that?
apprehend it.
The person would have to choose to sell it.
You would have to, because a lot
'Cause
of these
it's
people,
your-
they
it's-
probably have mortgages on it and
It's
stuff.
your property legally. So even if there is a natural disaster, that doesn't negate anything. So it has to be so big. They're like, okay, I'll sell you my
It makes
property.
you wonder though, because I bet you there's something within our laws that if there is a disaster or if it pertained to like war, that the government could like apprehend your property.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's something in it with climate change being able to apprehend property.
There is
This
like,
is all speculation. I don't know.
It is weird though. Like it's not out of the government's like precedent like at all, because like you think that whole law where if you're carrying enough cash that the police think it is a suspicious amount
Oh yeah.
of money, there's no number on it.
Yeah.
It's a suspicious amount. And so if you have 10 grand in cash and you're going through the airport, which one guy did one time, it got confiscated. 10 grand cash. And he was going to buy a truck and he was going to be driving the truck back. And they literally said, nope, you can't be traveling with that. And they just confiscate it. And you have to go through this huge legal process to even maybe get it back. Like, so it's like, what's wrong with land? Like, what would be the difference? Especially with a natural disaster.
Who's going to be our new founding fathers?
I'll do it. I mean,
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, Danny DeVito, what's the guy that dances in the Six Flag commercials?
Oh yeah.
And
Joe Rogan.
And Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course.
Speaking of founding fathers, though, did you know that we don't go anywhere? Beep, 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 beep.
Hello?
I'm a robot.
Who is this?
Robot.
Robot who?
Robot your mom.
Robot, yo mama. Hey, take it easy. You're not allowed to talk to me like that. Hey, you're interrupting me. I'm on SunnyCoolStickers.com and I'm trying to order stickers and you're interrupting me.
Sorry, I'm just a robot and I don't know anything.
Well, I don't care. I just want to go back to ordering stickers because they're full color, fully customizable, and I can even order sticker packs,
Then
robot.
do it.
All right, leave me alone then.
Okay, where do you go to, where are you?
I already told you, robot. You're not very smart for a robot.
I told you.
It's SundayCoolStickers.com. They're super
Oh.
fast and the turnaround is incredibly easy.
Sounds cool.
What do you want to talk about?
I miss my dad.
It's okay.
I don't even know if I have a dad,
Sure you do.
but I'm now discovering feelings.
Your dad is probably just calling Dada. Wow.
Dada?
Scary.
That was so dumb. Yeah, listen to this. Speaking of hurricane, climate change, apprehending land.
Yeah, it says that the government has the right to acquire a property if their intended use of the space serves the greater benefit than its current purpose, and the property owner receives just compensation. It's called eminent domain. Basically, they can acquire it for public use.
For better purpose? Is that what it said?
That sounds pretty broad.
It's like
exactly
raising your family on property that you saved to build or buy.
Yeah. And
that's your home.
It reminded me of this TikTok that Austin sent me of this guy in North Carolina he had his own like business. I forget. He was like an engineer or something. I forget. He was leasing this giant warehouse.
Yeah.
And they had no place, like FEMA had no place to put all their stuff, like the food supply, water supply, all this stuff. So he's like, you can use part of my warehouse to keep all your stuff in.
Voluntarily opens it up to them.
Being a rad guy.
And so what they also put in there was a bunch of donation, like pallets worth of the Prime drink, like the Logan Paul. And apparently there's some ingredient that is not approved through the FEMA thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they taped it off, can't use that. And then they went to the guy and said, since you had this in your warehouse, you no longer have a lease. We are apprehending your warehouse. And so he's kicked out of his own place for offering it. They put the Prime in there and they said, can't have that in there.
Seems like they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Some would say.
How do you accept even donations like that? Like if it's doesn't fit a certain description.
Yeah.
How would that guy know?
He wouldn't.
Dude, this is sounding like William Wallace prima nocta medieval English garbage.
Prima nocta.
That's my warehouse and I shall take her.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. I like that would feel because
You may take our warehouses. You may take our land. But you will never take our freedom.
You may take our Prime.
You may take our Prime.
Crazy.
Dude.
But as you're lying in your beds, I want to learn that whole monologue.
I should. Dude, you should really, because it honestly comes in handy
he goes,
all of the time.
He says, run and you'll live for now. But as you're lying in your beds, at an old age, would you not trade all of that?
All of those tomorrows. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All those tomorrows.
For one chance! For your freedom! Yeah, I gotta learn it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Makes me want to learn
best.
like the bagpipes or something to play under it.
Oh, dude.
So good.
I wanna
You
learn
just
the
found out
bagpipes
that your adopted great aunt is related to
William Wallace.
You're what?
My adopted great aunt.
No way.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
She's
Maureen.
I had no idea she was related
So
to Mel
really,
Gibson.
there's no blood.
You're related to Mel Gibson.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is incredible.
The Beaver.
I can see it.
Is he in a movie called The Beaver?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I remember the Angry Beavers.
No.
Did you?
Oh, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That's what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this clip's a little older, but did you see Mel Gibson talking about his new movie about the resurrection?
No.
Dude, There's a clip. He's talking. They were like, so is this movie coming out anytime soon? He's like, it is closer to coming out. And he said, I'm stuck between like the straightforward, like telling of the biblical story. He's like, and even that's complicated because you have to do a bunch of time jumping to show like the relevance and impact of the different things happening. He said, but then I have a second script, he said, which is insane. He's like, it's like an acid trip. He's like, it's going in and out of hell, it's like dimensional in and out of dimensions. He was like, and he was getting like really excited talking about that one. I know, but
let's do both.
Yeah.
Porque no los dos?
Do a director's cut.
Oh! You are related, Mel Gibson.
I am.
That'd be crazy though.
That would be
if
crazy.
He directs that.
Wow.
You know what else would be crazy is question
Corner with Lily, where the questions are fresh on her mind.
My question's not very good today, but it's something that I really do want to know.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yep.
And I think that I've asked it before, but it's high season and it needs to be asked again.
Okay.
High season?
High season.
I don't think that's a free phrase, but
good drink.
Or fruit.
It's high time.
High time. High time this season.
When is it appropriate to decorate for Christmas?
November 1st.
No.
So when this podcast comes out.
The day after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Black Friday.
No, November 1st. When you live in Florida, it's all dependent on the weather. You need 2 months
I know.
of prepping for Christmas to build that Christmas spirit because it is hot in November.
It's hot in December.
It's hot in December. So you got to build it up. I'm telling you, as soon as we get back from Nashville.
I know that's how I'm feeling.
That's the only reason we're not decorating that weekend.
No, because then it's too long.
No.
Yeah, because that's what makes it so special is that you only get, what?
2 months.
No.
A month.
Yeah, a month if you do it on Black Friday.
Dude, no.
Yes.
It's
Friday.
No, it
Yeah.
goes,
the day
it
after
goes,
Thanksgiving.
That's
it goes
when
way too fast.
No. Nope.
Then when even is
Thanksgiving's
the
my
Christmas
favorite
season?
holiday.
You
December.
can still celebrate Thanksgiving.
I don't want Christmas decorations up while I'm celebrating Thanksgiving.
I do. I want a Christmas tree. I want presents under the tree
Dude,
while I'm eating my turkey.
I heard some Christmas music this morning, and it literally, I just could not wait to hear it again. I'm holding off until the 1st.
It's because you have to get past Halloween.
On the way to Nashville, we will be playing Christmas music.
I'm so glad I'm flying.
We're going to be playing in the Airbnb as well. That's all we're going to be doing.
I'd be interested to hear what everyone else thinks about this.
I'm in agreement with
Commenters, when do you set up for Christmas?
I agree with Andy because it's different here because we don't get a true holiday season.
No, it does not feel like it at all if you do not decorate.
I do understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I'll say this, though.
Christmas is in my heart,
dude.
So you guys obviously need material things.
I do.
There is,
I'm sorry.
Wow.
dude, the day after Thanksgiving, though, I'm so turkey hungover that going through the garage and getting all the decorations out
And you're
is,
not
like,
having them up
actually the worst.
You're not having them up until like the 1st of December.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not even a full month at that point.
Did you say a Muppet? What'd you say?
Yeah, I said Muppets.
I really don't know what you said.
Muppets Christmas.
You don't have a Muppet till December? What?
A month
Oh.
and a Muppet.
Oh.
I might be jumping
I really
ahead.
didn't know. I thought you said Muppet. I'm like,
I couldn't remember what I
Muppets have
said.
to do with anything.
I might be jumping ahead on a question you have in the works, but how long after Christmas can you leave those Christmas
New
lights?
Year's.
No,
New Year's.
no. Believe me, until the kids go back to school, like when the kids were in public school, that's a nightmare because then they're still out for school for like almost a whole week
Yeah.
at home, and the decorations are gone, and you know how bare it feels. So you got to do it at least until Christmas breaks over. As soon as Christmas breaks over, done.
Bears?
Yeah, we have bears in our house with,
January
with
2nd.
Muppets.
January 2nd in our household.
I can't do it
Yes.
on January 6th because that's a holiday for us, but I think January 7th.
Up.
January 7th is usually
Shut
the key date. We celebrate privately.
Oh my gosh.
Andrew.
That is what I mean.
Yeah.
He's gonna show us right now.
Right now!
Right now.
Right now!
Uh.
Man, it's always longer than I think it is going to be.
Instagram.
Andrew each week is just adding like 2 seconds to the song.
3 beats each time.
We're like, why are we never getting this?
It's like a minute and a half long song 2 years from now.
Okay. Everyone got it?
Not yet. Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
Not yet.
Is that how I said it?
Not yet.
All right.
Dude, have you seen this guy before?
I don't know what we're looking
This
at
could
yet.
be this could be either of you in like the next 30 years. Why does
Right.
it look like Lily's watching it?
I'm watching what Andy sent on Wednesday. Did you show Ada that?
No.
Oh, because she was talking about something weird with Harry Potter, and I'm like, did she?
That one is so funny for some reason. We'll play that on Patreon.
Okay.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Birch, weighing 165, 65 years old. I'm going to get 700 pounds of try.
Sounds like he's in an alien
This is
ship.
for all the poor kids in the world.
This
For
is for all the poor kids in the world. Hit the smelling salts.
That is you.
That was a lot of hits of the smelling salts.
He's got good technique. Lift with your back, bud. What? There's
Dude,
no way.
That's
Dude, I found,
700 pounds?
I found his other. I mean, the bar is bending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's typically how I deem if something's fake or not. But I found his channel, and that's all he does is like, he's just this old dude who's been.
that's awesome.
I think he's like a former professional and just continued to lift as he aged.
That is so cool. That is definitely going to be you.
that's the saddest thing in the world. This is to end racism. I'm benching 1,000 pounds.
Somebody commented, "Childhood poverty gone."
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much.
Everybody's better.
That's great, dude.
He's probably just doing that to put the pressure on himself.
What
It's
a
like,
legend.
if I fail at this lift,
That's the
all
motivation.
the poor kids die.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to hear. What do you want to hear first?
All right.
B.
2 words. First one, CIA. Second one, Spooky Valley. I guess that's
Oh,
3 words.
That one.
Spooky Valley?
That one.
You're going to tell both of them, though, right?
Yeah, I just want to see which one you want to hear
CIA.
first. We got a tiebreaker.
Pick a number 1 through 100.
72.
77. Son of a gun, dude.
What's 3?
You're closest.
number.
You're close.
Oh,
That is not 72. Oh, speaking of counting, though, did you know this? I told Lily this the other night.
Do you know 4 comes after 3?
Did you know that?
1. I can only count to
Do you know how
4.
the ancient Sumerians used to count?
Ancient Sumerians used to count.
Yeah.
do you know how they did? Is what he's saying.
So we go 1.
Okay, I was like, did you know that Sumerians used to count? I'm like, I assume so.
The way they
Is this a
counted.
riddle?
The way they count is super cool.
Yeah.
You know, we go like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
They would do the different sections of your fingers. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 12. That would be 12. And so one hand would be 60. So you count 1, 2, 3, all the way to 12, 24, 36, 48, 60.
Interesting.
And that is the reason that our minutes and hours are 60 minutes in an hour.
No way. They broke that down first.
They did.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. I like the index part. That's kind of
Yeah.
smart. I like that.
That is smart. But then if I'm signaling to you, hey, I need diapers.
3 diapers.
I mean,
6.
no.
12.
Your right hand would be
So I'd say
that'd be 24.
that's 6.
No, that's 24. 12 is a finger. You count 12 on this hand. So there's 12 notches.
Okay, but I need 2
So-
diapers. Can you see that?
You do the middle one.
Can
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah.
Or you just do
Alright.
that. That's probably easier to see. That's 3.
But then if you want to say 6, you count.
Just realized
Go
that
there.
Lily only has 2 knuckles
Interesting.
per finger.
And if I wanted to say get your own diapers.
Joshua!
What?
What?
So what are we talking about? Oh, Spooky Valley.
Spooky Valley, I guess.
Okay. Let me tell you about this valley called the Valley of Headless Men.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
That is spooky.
There's been a lot of fans asking that we talk about this valley. And I heard like 1 or 2 stories. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of spooky. But there's more to it.
Nice.
A lot more.
Ichabod from there? Ichabod? Crane? Is he from there? The Headless Horseman. Sorry.
Oh.
Halloween was yesterday. That's a bad reference.
Nahanni Valley. located in northwest Canada, is one of the most remote parks in, I would say, the world. There's this valley it's nicknamed the Valley of Headless Men. No one occupies this place, and they haven't for a long time. But what's so crazy about this valley is that with its terrain, it's so insane, the terrain, that like the valley itself, the cliff sides, there's like a river that goes through it, and the cliff sides are like over 3,000 feet tall.
Oh my goodness.
Steep cliffs. And they say that the river is just as deep as the cliff sides. So like a 3,000 foot river.
Terrifying.
In depth. But a tribe that used to, or that still, I think in parts occupies this park, are called I don't know how to say it. It was either the Dean or the Dene tribe. We'll just call them the Dean tribe because I've heard more people say that. They have all these stories of different cryptid creatures occupying this valley, ranging from Bigfoot to different kinds of spirits to even giants. Legends go back and say that giants live in this valley.
Yeah.
And it's just this amazing place. But the way the terrain works, they said that the land looks probably almost identical to what it looked like 100,000 years ago.
Oh my gosh, wow.
So basically all the ice ages, with its certain way it's shaped and stuff, they weren't necessarily affected by these giant ice sheets that like covered the majority of the North America.
Yeah.
And with that, the Dean tribe talked about how there was all these prehistoric animals that still probably exist, including dinosaurs, mammoths. They talked about giant beavers, these colossal beavers.
That's scary.
They have the story of these 3 giant beavers that occupied different parts of the valley, and they were so big that if you were on a canoe, like the tribesmen, the Native Americans, if they were on this lake, the beaver would just slap its tail and create a wave and drown people.
What?
Yeah, dude. A giant beaver.
Yeah.
The teeth, the tail, everything going swimming through that water 3,000 feet deep.
So there's a lot of lore and like mysterious things with this valley.
Yeah.
And there's actually proof. So people are saying like the animals that grow within this valley are like prehistoric size. And it was in the 70s, one guy was doing a documentary about this valley and caught on video a moose that said it was double the size of any moose he's ever seen. And they guesstimated the width from antler to antler, 12 feet across.
Dude.
And they said that's the exact size. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but the Irish elk. You ever heard of that?
No.
That was like a prehistoric deer or an elk that lived in like the UK region, but it's like literally double the size of a moose.
That's scary.
Just crazy stuff. The Dean tribe also talked about that before they were there was a Native American tribe that went by the name Naha, the Naha tribe. Mm-hmm. And they said that they were a cannibalistic, war-hungry people.
Oh, gosh.
And they lived on the mountain peaks and would attack the Dean tribe. And then one day they just disappeared. The Dean tribe had no idea where they went.
Just gone.
They were always at war with them and like trying to fight them off and stuff. And what I saw is that the Dean tribe was a very peaceful tribe, but the Naha tribe was just cannibalistic, so they would kill and eat and all this stuff. And but then one day they just disappeared. Never saw them again. And there's no record of them because everything is oracle, you know?
Yeah.
Oracle, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oratory.
Yeah.
Doornated.
Yeah, that's it.
Oracle makes me think of
like a witch.
Well, yeah, like a future teller.
How do you say you pass stuff down?
Orated?
I don't know.
Instead of written language, oracle language. That doesn't sound right.
No. I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm blanking.
We get it.
I do know, but I want
Just
you guys to
oral
figure
history.
it out.
Oral history.
Yeah.
What's it when you talk with your mouth? Yes. Where was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So in the Dean tribe, they were so superstitious and they were so afraid of these spirits that occupied this land that when someone died, they would cremate them and then burn their house and all of their possessions because they feared that spirit
would linger, right?
cultivated or lived in that valley and would torment them. So their superstition stuff goes way back.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that they call it the Headless Men or the Headless Valley.
I was wondering. I was like, when are we going to get to the Headless?
Valley of the Headless Men.
Yeah.
Is the first recorded instance happened in it was either 1904 or 1908. Frank and William McLeod. There are these prospectors that ventured into this valley. Let me say this first. This valley is so remote that there's no roads you can go into this park. You can either go by boat or by plane now.
Yeah.
So it's to get there is really hard. But Frank and William McLeod, they ventured in there in 1908, and they came back because they found gold, and then they're like, we're going to go back and get more gold. Went there, they're gone for 2 years, and their other brothers they've been gone for 2 years, we got to go look for them. Went out there, ventured out there, and found a tree that was burnt, and found carvings in the tree that had their initials, and then went a little further down, another burnt tree, and there lay 2 skeletons.
Oh gosh.
Both with their heads missing.
Oh
Whoa.
no.
Yeah. And they're like, is this my brother? Sure enough, it was same watch, writing, journal, all that stuff.
Jeez.
That was the first instance. 1917, this guy named Martin, who was a prospector, built a cabin in the valley, and they discovered him. His cabin had been burnt, and outside of his cabin laid his body without a head.
Are you kidding?
1920, prospectors were found tied to a tree, burnt, and headless.
What is happening?
So it's not the cannibalistic Native Americans because they would have eaten them.
We don't know. 1927, a man that went by Yukon Fisher, he was evading arrest, went into the valley, and was discovered headless, very close to where those brothers were found. 1945, a miner from Ontario was discovered dead in his sleeping bag.
Oh gosh.
Like the others, he had been decapitated, and so they found his whole body in the sleeping bag, but his head was gone. And so they're saying that he had no time to react to what just happened to him. Head gone. And there's so many more stories like that. But another really creepy story regarding this was sometime in the 1920s. There was this woman, her name was Annie, and she was a hunter, and she wanted to join this hunting party that was going into the valley.
So we ain't taking no female legs.
Basically, but she was so renowned for her hunting skills that they're like, all right, you can come.
Oh, cool.
And as they're trekking through, gone, disappeared.
Just her or everybody?
Just her. Oh, no. And they're like, we don't know where she is. And then a little bit later, they met up with a Dean Chief, the Native American, and he said that he spotted a white woman who was unclothed, naked, crawling on all fours like an animal on the mountainside. And that's the last time they ever saw her.
That is so scary. Why'd you say that part? That's so scary.
But present day, every year there's people that go missing in that forest, never to be seen again.
Really?
Yeah.
It keeps happening?
Like the missing 411 thing.
Yeah, dude.
What the heck?
Dude, that's crazy. First of all, I love this story. This is so creepy.
Yeah.
That is wild, man.
Here's where where I thought it got a little crazy. The park the park was one of the first 4 designated in the world to be absorbed by the UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is owned by the United Nations.
Okay.
And so what they go, I'll explain what it is. UNESCO World Heritage Site is areas with cultural, historical, or scientific significance that are legally protected internationally. So Canada...
So it's like national parks on an international level.
On an international level.
It's kind of like the world chooses to protect. We are personally going to oversee the protection of this place.
Yeah. And they have a list on their website of places that they have ownership over, or that's in the UNESCO. The Göbekli Tepe is one of them. And like all these old ancient sites are in this UNESCO realm.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking of this now. Remember we talked about that Russian guy that went and tried to find Shambhala?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how the 3 stones and how that ended up leading to the United Nations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, weird.
It seems like there's a really weird connection with the United Nations over these very mysterious
sites.
Mysterious spiritual sites.
Yeah.
That is really weird. What a cool connection, Dad.
Where is it again?
Northwest Canada.
Yeah, Northwest Canada.
Okay, so we lived in Alaska for a period of time, and I remember there was a pastor in Alaska who actually, at one point in his career, worked closely with it was government or law enforcement because they were dealing with like these weird. I don't want to say definitively that they were like localized cults or had any history there, but I'm thinking that's what it was. But I remember there was one particular case where someone had deceased and there'd been a chain of them. They kept finding certain organs removed. And so they left a body at one.
Oh yeah, you told me.
They left a body, and sure enough, the person came back, and it was a person who was affiliated with this cult, and he had come back for the heart. But it makes me wonder if, like, regionally, like that Alaska, British Columbia, those aren't super far apart. I wonder if there is something. Again, that's like, I'm remembering stories from a really long time ago. I'm not trying to put something on a people group from an area, but
something weird about icy places, man.
Yeah.
You look at that, like the terror, all that stuff. Like, there's something mystical about things that could be preserved.
Yeah.
Something so cold, something so...
Or just untouched places, too.
Yeah. Because this is, like, an unlivable. So it's like...
Yeah, harsh living.
Yeah.
It was sometime in the 40s, I believe, 1940s. It talked about these men venturing out. I think it was a hunting party, venturing out into the valley or into the park. And they came across... They said it was a woolly mammoth, but it had 4 tusks.
Oh, gosh.
So it had... It said it had 2 4-foot tusks, and then 2 that reached out like 12 feet or something.
Weird.
And this was years before that they discovered there was an ancestor of the woolly mammoth they called it the 4-tusk mammoth.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's what I was looking up. I was like, I thought that was a creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So before science ever knew that animal existed, it was reported on in this valley.
That's so crazy.
And there's another story to where this father and son were canoeing down the river, hit some bad rapids, canoe flipped, and they went over to the shore. And while they were laying on the shore, they look across the river, and the man said it was the biggest grizzly bear I've ever seen in my life. When it stood up on its hind legs, it was 12 feet tall, and said its arms were as big as tree trunks, and it was just knocking down trees.
Yeah.
And it sounded very similar to what's called the short-faced bear.
Yeah, dude.
Which is the predecessor of the grizzly bear, which would reach up to 12 feet tall.
Oh, so basically what you're implying is not
prehistoric
that things
animal.
are growing, they're larger. It's just that
they're almost like, people have theorized that this place, there's actually a lot of really fun theories. One is that there's an entrance to Hollow Earth there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
2, they're saying that the veil there between dimensions is super thin. That's why the Dean tribe was so superstitious about spirits and talking about giants. They said that the giants would kill people and use the hot springs there to cook them. Crazy stuff.
It's efficient.
Yeah.
Getting it done.
But this one excerpt from this website called Mayclair, I don't know.
How do you like your human head cooked? Medium, please.
They said, but unexplained beheadings aren't the only unsolved occurrences to plague Nahini. How did I say it before? Nahini?
Nahini, yeah.
Is that the name of the forest?
Yeah.
Nahini.
Many people have simply vanished without a trace. Others, fortunate enough to return, speak of unseen presence, constantly watching. Rumors of mysterious lights, Bigfoot sightings, and UFOs are common. Some whisper the Nahini Valley is a thin spot, a rare location where dimensions are easily breached by crossing through a fragile veil. Others believe the region may harbor a secret entrance to Hollow Earth.
Wow.
Makes you wonder, man.
I think we should go.
I do not want to go there.
Of all the places you don't want to go, that's the one. Let's go to the Headless Valley.
Yeah, you want to go to Antarctica? No way! You want to go to the place where people's heads are getting taken off?
Sign me up! I want to see a really big beaver.
She's looking for Airbnbs right now.
Nahini National.
Is there any Airbnbs there?
I just thought that was crazy. Like
that is super wild, dude.
We could go on for hours just about this valley.
Yeah, because it couldn't have been one person, like a serial killer or something. This is happening over decades, man. Centuries.
Yeah.
Oh.
But this one valley, so the whole park has all this mysteriousness around it. But the Dean tribe says this one valley they don't even go into. And they've said that for hundreds of years. We don't go into this valley.
Would you go there?
How much to do a podcast?
If Netflix said like, hey, we'll pay for you guys to do like a travel thing to go to this place, would you go?
I don't know.
I think I would.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I would.
You'd agree to it, and then as soon as cameras stop rolling and you have to go to sleep, you'd be like...
We'd have to be live streaming, dude. That'd be the only way I feel safe.
Yeah.
What is NT?
New Testament.
No, in Canada.
Ontario.
Ontario.
Is that Nineveh? What is NT?
Oh, Nineveh.
Nantucket.
Nantucket?
I don't know.
No, that's in Massachusetts.
Northwest Territory.
New Transylvania.
I think you're right.
That's actually, yep.
All right. Way to go, me.
Should I tell you about those, speaking of, isolated places, can I tell you about the Tonga Castaways?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Have you heard about this?
No.
The boys from Tonga?
That's
in
what I was trying to remember.
1965?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1965, 6 boys, ages 13 through 19, they decide to skip school. And what they choose to do is go fishing, but they don't have a boat. So they steal a boat in this tiny little island, Tonga, which is near Fiji, east of Australia. So they steal this fishing boat. Storm comes in.
Oh, no.
The sails are ripped across, tore apart, ripped through, and they end up near a island that they see in the distance. They abandon the ship and they go to this island. They are stuck on this island for 15 months. 15 months. These boys swim onto this island and they decide, they get really desperate. They figure out, we have to survive. We have to get through this together. And so that's what they chose to do. For 15 months, these boys survived an island. There's pictures of them where they have created stone face creatures like for decoration. One guy actually built like a guitar and like they wrote songs together in this time.
Wow.
And in one of the nights, one of the boys started a fire, 2 sticks, right? Finally gets it going. They kept this fire running for over a year.
Wow.
Kept feeding it. The same fire never went out.
That's good because it's like if it goes out, then we're wow.
Yeah, you just have to start all over again. And so once they started that up, they started eating on fish, seagulls mostly.
Yeah.
When they had no water, they would drink the blood of these seagulls.
Ew.
They would eat the eggs of these seagulls. They would eat the meat off these seagulls. And they literally just survived and just continued to take care of one another. They had positions, whether it was for cleaning or on guard or cooking, whatever it may be. And then one day, 15 months later, this lobster captain from Australia literally just sees this island. He sees a bunch of naked boys on this island. And he literally gets out his binoculars and they're waving at him. And he goes up and he radios back. And he says, hey, they're telling me this is their names. Can you give me any information? 20 minutes goes by. And then they come back on the intercom and say, those are our boys. We've been told that they were dead.
Yeah,
we've had funerals for them already.
Gosh.
And so they get the boys back on the boat and they throw a huge celebration. Kind of a funny little detail. They couldn't attend the celebration they had for him because apparently the guy whose boat they stole was suing them. When they got back, they were getting sued because they stole the fishing boat. And he says, you owe me a boat. And
you should sue them because your boat broke.
Yeah. And so apparently, I think it's the lobster captain. He said, listen, this is a crazy story. I've heard this story. We have to tell people about this thing because it is literally like what they call the survival of the kindest. Is because they just truly took care of each other. So we went up to the guy and they sold like a right to kind of tell the story through a documentary, which is available on YouTube. And he sold it for like $250 and that money was enough to pay for the fishing boat. And so the guy dropped the charges and everything like that.
Dang.
It's crazy, but it's just nuts because these guys literally just did whatever they could to survive. And I can't imagine.
Came up with the chore list, like had a hierarchy of like who's in charge, who calls the shots. They built a gym. There's photos.
Yeah, there's a bench press, dude. They had a bench press.
They like had a workout regimen that they were doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely the coolest thing. And I'm like, and there's a movie coming out next year, like like an actual
way.
film.
Oh,
and so I'm like,
that's
that's
gonna be
You do
dope.
gotta say though, like that culture originally, like that's probably one of the best cultures to come from. Like if you're gonna have to survive,
Yeah.
Like
because apparently in their culture, like there is no word for cousin or aunt or uncle. If you're a cousin, you're called brother. You're called sister.
Wow.
Aunts and uncles, moms, dads. So like it's a
respect your
yeah,
elders, take care of your people. Like
literally taking the phrase like it takes a village.
Wow.
Like seriously.
Very familial.
Oh, I hate white people.
Oh, we've ruined everything.
Like, this is my stepmom.
It's my stepdad Keith.
Oh, that's really cool.
I love that story.
We should get them
So
on the
fun.
pod.
We should. That would honestly be crazy.
The Tonga
I wonder how old they
kids.
are now.
Oh,
was in
that was
the
1965.
60s, so-
They were caught in 66. And so, I mean, they could definitely still be alive.
Yeah.
13 years old at 66. What's the math on that?
Yeah, they'd still
In
be
their
alive.
70s.
Yeah,
That's awesome. What a cool thing.
Very cool.
that's so dope.
Okay, am I going to talk about Abercrombie or should I save it for Patreon?
Let's save it for Patreon.
All right.
That one's a rough subject.
yeah,
That one's
know.
crazy.
I know.
I want to talk about this because I thought it was fake until I went on the CIA.gov and found it.
Here we go.
And I was like, what am I looking at? Okay, so we've talked about before Project Stargate.
Yes.
Remember?
Yep.
That's the remote viewing.
Yes.
Well, apparently, so Project Stargate was started in the 70s, 1970s. In 1985, they started a new project called Project Sunstreak, which sounds pretty similar to Stargate, except they did more like obscure things for remote viewing. So some instances would be like they had remote viewers within Project Sunstreak that would do drug busts all over the world. And there was one guy who was 50% effective. So he would just sit in a room and they'd give him a map and he's like, they're going to be here, here, here. 50% of the time he was always right with big drug busts.
That's nuts.
But there was one that I said, this has to be a joke, not a joke. This was a real mission in Project Stargate. And
this is a CIA government document.
yes. Okay. And I have the document right here. It's on CIA.gov. This was training target 0209 is the Ark of the Covenant.
What?
What are they doing with it?
On December 5th, 1988, this one man for his training exercise was to find the Ark of the Covenant. And what he wrote was bone chilling. What he
gosh.
saw.
Antarctica.
Okay. No.
Pyramids.
I'm just going to read what he said.
yeah.
It's not that long.
Directly from .gov.
Yeah. So this is the official his what do you call it?
Debrief.
Or he was viewer number 032. So number viewer 32. Like 001.
Yeah.
007, whatever.
Not as cool, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 032.
0032.
This is what he said about the Ark of the Covenant. Target is in a container. This container has another container inside of it. The target is fashioned of wood, gold, and silver. The target is similar in shape to AOL, which I don't know what that means, a coffin, and is decorated with seraphim. See sketch, page 16.
So they're describing it.
Yeah.
Got
so
it.
he's viewing it and they're
Okay.
writing down. The target is located somewhere in the Middle East as the language spoken by individuals present seemed to be Arabic. Visuals of surrounding buildings indicated the presence of a mosque, domes, ? See page 12. Individuals in the area were clothed in virtually all white, had black hair and dark eyes. One figure I homed in on wore a mustache. There's just the one guy.
Can't trust him.
It's probably named Keith.
My stepdad's up to no good.
The target is hidden underground. Dark and wet were all aspects of the location of the target. The purpose of the target is to bring people together. See page 16. It has something to do with ceremony, memory, homage, and the resurrection.
What?
There is an aspect of spirituality, information, lessons, and historical knowledge far beyond what we know. The target, this is the part. The target, being the Ark of the Covenant, is protected by entities. See page 14. And can only be opened by those who are authorized to do so. This container will not / cannot be opened until the time is deemed correct. Once it is time to open the container, the mechanics of the lock system will be found to be fairly simple. Individuals opening the container by prying or striking are destroyed by the container's protectors, see page 17, through the use of a power unknown to us. That is a CIA document.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, dude. Entities?
It's protected by entities.
And it's only authorized people can go. Like, who's authorized?
The Levites.
I mean, golly, dude. It's wet and it's dark. Entities are protecting it.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
But what's interesting is he says seraphim on the thing, but then he refers to entities too.
Yeah, well, and the entities are protecting it.
Yeah, outside. Not a part of it.
Well, no, it's weird is I heard the thing. Apparently after this, there was a briefing about this within the CIA, and this was a training exercise. This is what he came away with. But the man knew nothing. He did not know how to speak Arabic. He knew nothing of the Middle East.
Yeah.
And so they're saying a lot of the pictures that he drew and whatnot and the words that he said lined up a lot with Ethiopia because they have a very Middle Eastern architect or buildings and stuff. And there's that one place where they claim the Ark of the Covenant is, and the guards in it, they typically dress in like all white and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they're like, there's a good chance that it's in Ethiopia.
Well, that's always been the thought. So, like, what's stopping, if it is there, and even dumb people like me know that, like, it's rumored to be there, has the government never made a trip to Ethiopia like that? Has there ever been?
They definitely have.
I mean, has there ever been, like, weird things like how they shut down
That's the conspiracy
site?
Is that they found this out. Like, we don't think that's the Middle East. We think you're talking about Ethiopia. The conspiracy is that the CIA went and apprehended the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be possible.
Who's to say?
Just throwing this out there, that is the same year that they were filming and cutting Indiana Jones.
Yes.
He might have gotten to a screening room.
Could you imagine? They're just filming.
Yeah.
There was cameras there as well. Steven Spielberg.
Just didn't understand what CGI was.
Just so I can make no mistake, you're saying that this person acquired this knowledge through using one of those, like, basically like beaming a visual?
Yeah. I'll actually...
I think they had one in the Vatican, right? That's what we learned about it. Like the guy, he could like time travel almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the official handbook of Project Stargate.
Okay. Sounds straight.
Psychoenergetics is what it's called. Remote viewing, RV. The ability to describe remote areas or conceal data via unknown mental process, remote action, ability to influence physical or biological systems via undefined physical mechanisms.
It's Stranger Things for real.
This sounds like the GATE program. Yeah. Like this is how they were figuring out who could do the remote viewing.
Yeah.
Because they're having people like literally trying to like move things with their mind and stuff like that.
But I have the documents. We can put them in the description.
Yeah, send them.
But there's one, the drug bust one I have. And then there's one, they talked about they went to this area and they described these buildings and he drew a topographical view of these buildings. You can kind of see like that.
Yeah.
Over there. Yeah. It's sideways. But they said that these armed men pull out this thing out of this warehouse. And he talked about how like it was so shiny and like the lights reflected off it weird. There was no seams on it. And the picture he drew, let me just take a screenshot because it's annoying that it's the pictures that he drew look like a UFO.
Oh, weird.
Like this.
Yeah.
So that's
a little saucer, dude.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. But
That's
I want to do
strange, man.
more. I want to look into the Sunstreak more because it's like, that's insane.
I hate that.
Yeah.
And they probably think these things are just going to get buried, right? Or is it just one of those things?
It was declassified in 2000.
Yeah.
So,
but these were actual programs the CIA was running. It's not like
for years
they learned about it and they're just putting it in there for archive purposes. Like they were doing this. They were the ones running it.
And I read a couple of the documents and they talked about like what was it? I think the Project Sunstreak, its location was in Los Alamos. And they said that there was the people on the board, maybe it wasn't at Los Alamos, but there's the chief director of nuclear whatever from Los Alamos was one of the directors of Starstreak. And like, just like, and there's a Harvard professor and like just these people that were like really high up.
Yeah. Man.
So do with that what you will.
That is
I thought that was crazy.
It just makes me trust them even more now.
That's a crazy story, dude.
Yeah.
You've had a couple crazy stories. I'm fixated on your forest.
My forest.
You are a forest.
The forest of giant beaver. Yeah. So
that's it.
I got one last story. One quick one.
Okay.
Lucille, what?
He has I told him to look up something.
Oh yeah,
but let's do it for let's do it for Patreon.
Yeah, I'll just give a little teaser. We're going to talk about Elon Musk AI. He said we're summoning a demon, and then he talks about building a new supercomputer. So the question is he summoning the demon, or is he planning on fighting the demon?
That's gonna be on Patreon.
Yep.
That's gonna be on Patreon.
Anyways, go ahead.
Do we have time? Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So Lucille Ball. I Love Lucy.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so she's working on the Warner Brothers lot. Warner Brothers lot, and she's there working. They're getting done filming. She goes and gets some dental work done. Okay. Right, get some like stuff put in her teeth, some like metal fixings, whatever. She goes back to the lot and she keeps hearing all the time while she's there, while she's driving. She keeps hearing this like just like vibration almost in her jaw. And it keeps happening. Every time she goes back to the Warner Brothers lot, every time she's driving in her car, it gets more intense. And she's like, this sounds like Morse code or something because it like keeps tapping. She goes and she talks to the people at the lot. She says, there must be something going on because it's only when I'm here or something's going on, I keep feeling this vibration and this ticking noise. And it turns out, they look into it, and underneath the ground is a secret Japanese radio station.
What the heck?
What?
Spies. Legitimate Japanese spies that were underground at a radio station. And apparently this is a common thing back in the day where people would pick up, like this kid got some metal fixings in his teeth, started hearing music. And somehow there's some type of connection that reaches the frequencies. And so they were literally doing Morse code. She recognized it and literally reported it, and they busted these guys.
No way.
It's nuts.
I don't trust your stories.
I know after
anymore.
last.
No, 100%. No, I'm telling you, 100%. I watched literally. There's a clip of it on the It's not the Tonight Show, but it's on a news station. She tells it such a funny way. She's like, yeah, it was an actual Japanese radio station. People confirmed it. It's nuts.
That's insane.
And there's so many other stories where like people are running into the exact same thing.
That's insane.
But that specifically,
Under
I'm like,
Warner Brothers?
Yes.
Dude.
Crazy, man. So
why did they target Warner Brothers? That adds to the conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, dude?
What was going on where they felt like they needed to be in that spot grabbing intel.
Yeah, and who knew that they probably weren't even enemies on our side, maybe. Crazy story though. I thought that was really interesting.
My back hurts.
Oh,
should schedule a doctor appointment right now.
Wait for Patreon. Do it on Patreon.
Yeah, we got some fun stuff on Patreon, folks.
Heck yeah,
we're gonna talk about Elon Musk summoning a demon.
Yes,
hopefully not.
And soon our Nashville trip will be vlogged, and so that's gonna be dropping on Patreon as well. So if you want to see what we're doing in Nashville, check it out, dude.
Yeah, make sure to patreon.com/ninjas or butterflies.
Yes, it's great. Discount codes. It's wonderful. We talk more and more each episode.
Still selling a shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still selling the shirt, raising money for the hurricane relief. Go buy it. It's Bigfoot and an alien holding hands saying, love your neighbor. Go get it now.
Yes. So make sure to like this video right now. If you're watching on YouTube, just hit the like button.
Hit it.
Comment.
That's free.
And subscribe.
Comment your opinion. on Christmas decorations.
Mhm.
And if there should be rules depending on where you are geographically.
Yeah, and if you're on Spotify, follow us. If you're on Apple, follow us. Review us 5 stars, please. It helps.
Leave us the wackiest review possible.
Yes.
5 stars. And even if you hated it, say 5 stars, I would never recommend this podcast again.
Yeah.
But just do 5 stars.
Yes.
That's all you have to do.
Okay, guys.
Lily, anything else, Lily? I know you said you had something really important that you just wanted to tell everybody at the end of the episode, so.
Brush your teeth and floss.
Okay, guys, we love you.
Love
Bye.
you.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. I said empty your mind.
You learn martial arts.
Ninjas attack!
Let's open some gifts.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Wyatt Frank. He drew Josh and Andy,
That's fantastic.
myself, and he's drawing one of you two as well. And that's going to be coming soon. But thank you so much for this beautiful art. Truly incredible. And speaking of gifts.
Oh, yes.
Dude.
I already packed mine up.
I know, I did
I'm
too.
so excited about that.
You guys.
Flying Cow Whipped Tallow.
We are not paid by this company, but we love them so much.
Best skincare stuff that I've ever used.
I use the beard stuff in my beard every day.
Every day. Man Balm. Smells fantastic. They got tattoo stuff. And that orange stuff is my favorite.
That stuff smells amazing.
Yeah, that stuff's dope.
Incredible. And it's super soft. It's wonderful.
Yeah, if you have old lady skin like myself and need extra hydration so you don't look like a corpse, it's the best way to go.
And I think it's flyingcowtallow.com. Flying Cow. We'll put it in the
what's their
description.
code?
It's Ninja15.
They're gracious enough to give us a code for a discount.
Yep.
So cool.
Seriously, go get it.
They got a
We
ton
love
of
it.
other products as well, but this is some of our favorites that they sent us.
Turns out it was supposed to just be for us.
Yeah. They're like, what are you guys doing?
All right, we love you guys.
Love you.
Yeah.